Okay, my name's Ron. I'm here at the University of Georgia with some of my friends to give a presentation on photography and advantages of choosing the right type of equipment. As some of my classmates know, my name is Ron. I'm a second-year student at Liberty University, studying communications this year. This presentation is about photography and choosing the right equipment. So first thing I'd like to do is give you the theory of color. Imagine, if you will, that there was only 3 colors. These 3 colors were each in a square about this big. Okay, now if you put them in a square, and these are the only colors that could be, okay? But there were 1,000. Okay, now you start changing them around very rapidly. In a screen 100 feet across, and you're standing a quarter mile away, this is going to look just like a regular HD TV. Okay, you get your 3 primary colors, and they'll expand just by mixing it to every single other color. Now, a megapixel in a camera is a really important thing. When selecting a camera, the common phrase is the higher the megapixel, the better. The question is why? A megapixel is quite literally that one square, okay, that reflects one color. Okay, each one of those little colors will make up a picture like this. Okay, and your camera, the high-end cameras, have millions of megapixels, 18 megapixel, 20 megapixel, 40 megapixel, okay? And they are masters of pointillism. Pointillism is each little point is one specific color. Maximilian Luz is considered one of the premier masters of pointillism paintings, and his paintings can't even compare to the single points in the cheapest 1 megapixel camera. It's really that much of a difference. Now, when you're taking your pictures, a really important thing to remember is how you're going to stand, where you're going to stand, where's your focus, where's your target. You know, you see many people try to do everything as much as they can to stop movement. Your camera moves just the tiniest bit, it's going to throw off your shot. As you can see, it can be rather embarrassing trying to do these gymnastics. And was this pose even necessary? And when you think about it, he's so used to moving in a crazy fashion to stop the motion of the camera that he forgot it's on a tripod. As you can see, the camera that I have there is a multifunction camera, and it's considered a point and shoot. Basically, any monkey can use that camera. And it's on an ultralight tripod, so it's really kind of a good match, but the slightest little wind will move that. You talk about something that's a little bit heavier, and this is what would be considered a portable professional tripod. It's able to pan and tilt, it's able to flip, it's got a floating head. This thing can be taller than I am, okay? All of that just to stop your camera from moving, you know? Another thing to think of when you're using your tripod is how far away is your target? Is it in space where you need a 500 millimeter lens to take pictures of the moon? Is it across a stadium where a 300 millimeter lens would be really appropriate? Are you doing portraits? Professional portraits? 125 millimeter lens would be perfect for something like that. But your everyday shooter will be really happy with a simple 20 to 80 millimeter lens. This can go anywhere from taking an indoor picture at 3 feet, and it can go right up to infinity, but it's going to give you a really wide field of focus. So if you're doing outdoor pictures, it's perfect. Remembering what you're using your camera for is also key. As you can see here in this picture, this lady's trying to actually synthesize a 360-degree picture. And the other guy is using a small, cheap camera just like this one here to figure out what he needs to set the larger cameras on. You don't want to carry too much. I mean, you're there to enjoy the event, you're there to be a part of it. You don't need that. You're out there to enjoy what God has created for you and take a picture of it and share it with the entire world. Thank you.
Good. 4:45.